Yeah, it giveth and it taketh. Alright, speaking of being bummed, Boo-hoo is who we're fighting against, and Boo-hoo has a potential Sun team. It was very similar to the other one that we fought, except it has Rillaboom and Incineroar in this one, and Gouging Fire. With that, the Water-type Pokemon look decent. I think the problem with the Water-type Pokemon is twofold. Well, Araquanid deals with Rillaboom decently well. It's the Raging Bolt. If I played an Araquanid-centric team, game plan, I think what I would want to do would be to do something like Incineroar and Ninetales. I would imagine Clear Amulet's going to be on there, Gouging Fire. But that means I can fake out and then maybe punish Whimsicott with like a Freeze Dry or something. And then switch out into Bolt. And then the final, and then Araquanid is the final one. Okay. We'll go that way. But dang, yeah, that was a tough loss. Yeah, it's tough. Because RNG, it's part of the game. And literally, yeah, if the freeze didn't happen, it would have had a fighting shot. But us losing against that freeze really screwed us over. So, alright, let's see what we're up against. It's going to be Rillaboom and Whimsicott versus Incineroar and Ninetales. So, kind of interesting leads here. Rillaboom's Grassy Terrain comes up first. So I'd imagine Rillaboom is going to get the faster fake out. But yeah, I think for now I'll fake out into their own Rillaboom and I will Freeze Dry into Whimsicott. Yeah, I figured as much. Whimsicott's probably going to set up Sunny Day here. Oh, it's just Tailwind. Okay. Alright, does a decent amount of damage there. I think I feel confident with a double up into Rillaboom with a Flare Blitz and a Freeze Dry. And see how much damage we can do here. It's just a 2 because Rillaboom is intimidated. I'm just waiting for Whimsicott to click that Sunny Day button. Stun Spore. Oh. But I am Dark type, which is super helpful. Oh, that would have been scary if that came to the different Pokemon. Okay. I think in this case I do want to get a KO on Whimsicott relatively quickly. Raging Bolt means I get a free Freeze Dry on it, which is nice. Decent amount of damage. Oh, talk about... Well, I used a fire type attack, so at least I took away the freeze. So it will not make an impact in this fight. There you go. There you go. Your Raging Bolt's thawed out. You're welcome. You're welcome. Alright. And you reveal leftovers. Okay. I think in this case, I feel confident firing off a Flare Blitz into Whimsicott, and I'll bring in my own Raging Bolt. Yeah, the nice thing too is that I do have like a decent amount of offensive pressure going into this, so I do feel confident. So yeah, we're gonna eat this Moonblast, but I take that like a champ. And we also eat a Dragon Pulse as well, but I don't think this double up is enough for a KO, which is fine. And nice thing here is that, yeah, you won't have weather control. So I get a chance to fire off the Aurora Veil later in the game, which is really helpful. Okay. So, what could you bring? So we got Whimsicott out of the way, so Tailwind is slowly expiring. We also don't have to worry about immediate weather control. Tropicos is their last Pokemon. Okay. I don't think any of my Terras currently help out. Maybe Fairy, but I don't need to do it now. Yeah, so they have no way to control the weather, which is helpful. Terrapagos could Terra, so I don't want to immediately commit to Ninetales. I think Parting Shot to Raging Bolt is fine. I'll protect my mouth. Okay, cool. If Terrapagos Terras now, then we actually are going to be in a solid spot. Perfect. That means that Terrapagos resets the weather now, but then I get the weather back later. And I don't really need grassy terrain at this point. Okay, Starstorm goes off. I think I get knocked out with Incineroar, but which is fine. Yeah, this is totally fine here. And then I had to eat a Dragon Pulse. Okay, cool. Now I'm at full health, which is good. Yeah, I think the one problem is Arachnid is a little bit weird to have in the end game, but we'll work through it. So Snow is back up. Now we can fire off on Aurora Veil, and I think I'm gonna fire off I kind of want to put some damage on Raging Bolt, and then the following turn I can split my damage in different ways. Yeah, so the Terra Starstorm is going to be a pretty big hit, but hopefully we can weather the storm, so to speak. Okay, that we sit pretty comfortably with that. They're going to fire off their own Dragon Pulse. Does a lot. But we'll fire it right back. Ooh. Close to a KO there. I was thinking maybe Thunderclap could get the KO, but I don't think at that range, unfortunately. If I was their Bolt, I would protect. I'm going to target their Terrapagos, and I'm going to protect here. Then the following turn, I'm going to target their Bolt. Bolt withdraws, which is fine. And that means additional recovery for me too, right? So. Not much damage. Yeah, and that's one of the problems, that Terrapagos just does so much damage. Alright, so much bulk to work with. Fake Out feels obvious, but I feel like I have to play against it. Play with that in mind. I'm down to... You know what? I think we can fish for the freeze. I say now's the time. We'll freeze dry and we'll thunderclap here. Okay. Yeah, decent damage, but not enough. As we're gonna be eating this Terra Starstorm. Jeez, the Starstorms are just eating us alive. Alright, I got an idea. Alright, we're going to switch in Arachnid, not going to Terra, and we're going to Thunderbolt into Terrapagos. Ninetales versus Bolt. At Bolt's range right now, I think Ninetales can win it. Alright, Arachnid, let's go. Alright, they use Glide into Bolt, which is fine. And Try Attack too. Are you going into Arachnid? Okay, a decent amount of damage. But Terrapagos reveals the Citrus Berry. God, you see how much recovery that was? I really want a Liquidation here, and then Fire Off and Protect. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't Terra. That's a lot of damage, jeez. I mean, they don't even need Aurora Veil. I just can't break through them. Okay, alright, we got something. Snow's over, but... yeah, Grassy Terrain, man, that's just eating us up. Okay. I think I got it. We're gonna Wide Guard here, and we're gonna knock out Terrapagos with a Thunderbolt. Alright, if you Wood Hammer, you could probably Grassy Glide into... you Wood Hammer into Bolt. I survive. Please don't try attack. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I survived, dang. Let's go! Oh my gosh, this battle is so stressful. We knocked out Terrapagos, but at what cost? You know how much work we had to get to that point? And I think their Bolt outspent mine. I think I'm going to try to knock out Bolt, and I'm going to Protect here. Oh my gosh, this is so stressful. Yeah, I mean, it kind of feels obvious. Yeah, I don't think any of my Terras make sense, because I think the way I want to play this is knock out their Bolt with Ninetales, right? But their Bolt could easily protect. Oh my gosh, this is a lot to process. Because it's easy for their Bolt protects. How do I make sure I have a really solid play? I would have to attack Rillaboom. Now Rillaboom could potentially knock out Ninetales. I got one more turn of Aurora Veil. But I have to knock out their Bolt. Right? That's the problem. It's like that threat. I already protected. I'm down to freeze dry their Bolt. And I will Dragon Pulse into their Rillaboom. This feels... They didn't protect. That's huge. That actually gives us a potential here. Yeah, you're gonna Wood Hammer. I survive. Let's go, Ninetales! We gotta get some hype in the chat for Ninetales, y'all. Oh my goodness, I did not anticipate to survive, but that made sense. The Wood Hammer is gone. I got defense EVs and Snow boost up my defense by 1.5 times. Let's give it up for Ninetales. Yes. And then all we got to do is just Aurora Veil and Protect here, and I think we got this. Get us another round of Aurora Veil! Oh, that was so scary. And it boiled down to them not protecting Raging Bolt and me reckoning. I needed that KO. I needed the KO on Raging Bolt. It was necessary. But yeah, that's huge. And Rillaboom's going to Grassy Glide, sure. But I get an extra turn of recovery. We get the Snow up. Rillaboom has no way to recover its own HP. I get to keep on getting these nice little, like, oh yeah, the leftover recovery and things like that. So we're going to Dragon Pulse here. And I got a Aurora Veil supporting me. Rillaboom hasn't revealed its final move, which is U-turn. Alright, cool. So we just gotta protect, and then we, yeah, because I'll end the next turn with more HP than I started. Oh my goodness. The way that you can throw this is if I decided to Terra that turn, because then Wood Hammer would do more. We did it. Oh, that was so scary. Well done for my opponent, man. That was tough, and we had to deal with a full, like, Terrapagos, and Arachnid was putting in work, surviving some big attacks and slamming back. Some key protects there. The leftovers recovery is huge. The Grassy Train got another round of Aurora Veil up. Oh my goodness. That was it. And I'm so glad we ended our battle with that one. That was awesome. Oh my goodness. Let's go. That was great. I'm glad that was the end of how we played that.